Hello everyone! So recently I bought the iPad mini, mainly for media consumption, when I'm traveling, I'm on the go, I'm on the plane. And I thought the small iPad is not that much different from the bigger iPad Pro, which I mainly use for professional work. All my client work that I've done in the past was made on this iPad Pro. And I wanted to see if it's possible to create the same type of work on a smaller iPad mini. If that's the case, I think it would make working on the go so much easier and lighter. Yeah, so let's give it a try. So I asked ChatGPT to give me a 2-word thriller book title, and it gave me some really cool ideas. And I went with The Killing Game because it sounds very violent, and the image that we did is quite elegant. So I think that would create a very nice contrast. All right, so let's work on the font design for the book title. And yeah, this is the final result. I'm pretty surprised how well the iPad mini holds up against the bigger iPad Pro. And yeah, I think it's definitely possible to work professionally on the smaller iPad mini. But before you do so, I would recommend a few things. As I said, I'm using this iPad mini for media consumption, and therefore I put on a protective glass that is very slippery. If you want to use this mainly to paint, I would definitely recommend a screen protector that has more texture. I personally use Paper-like on my main device. It gives it a paper-like texture, and it provides a bit more grip when you paint on the screen. Another thing to keep in mind is the smaller screen size. Because it's so small, when you paint, your hand tends to rub against the edge all the time, and it's definitely not the most comfortable way to paint. But besides these two small things, I think the iPad mini works just as fine as the bigger iPad Pro. I would definitely consider to paint more on this device while I'm on the go. And yeah, that's it. That was my little iPad mini test. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Before I end the video, I want to address something that's rarely been talked about in the artist world, and that's money. I've been working as a self-employed artist for 5 years now, and I wish someone would have told me how to handle my money. As much as it's important to make money, it's just as important to know how to deal with money. So over the years, I learned a few financial things that I wish someone would have told me. And I asked on my Instagram, and I assume the majority are artists, what people want to see more of in my YouTube channel. And surprisingly, the majority actually wants to know about the financial side, which I'm more than happy to talk about. Also, I made a poll and wanted to see how people are standing financially and the results are pretty shocking. Alright, so in the poll I asked, are you budgeting your income? 51% said yes and 49% said no, so pretty much a split. But the second question I asked was, are you setting aside 30% of your income for taxes? And only 40% said yes and 60% said no. And the third and final question I asked was, are you investing for retirement? And only 38% said yes, while 62% said no. Honestly, that's quite a common occurrence. Not everyone is financially aware. I came from the same mindset, knowing nothing about money and having to learn the hard way. And I would love to share my experiences and maybe one or two pieces of advice. Let me know if you're interested to hear more of the financial side for artists, especially for those who are just starting off their self-employed journey. But I would also love to help people that want to step up their financial game and trying to be more financially responsible. Just keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to share my experience with you and maybe you can get something out of it as well. So if you have any money related questions, write them in the comments or send me an email and we'll try to address them in the next video. And that's about it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.